Hey everyone, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my January wrap-up. I ended up reading 2 audiobooks and 2 physical books, so if you want to see what I read during the month of January, just keep watching. So the first book I read was Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling. This one is the second in the Harry Potter series. I have been doing a read aloud with my kids and have been enjoying doing that. I did end up giving this a 4-star. We are following, Harry, Ron, and Hermione as they are in their second year at Hogwarts and the hijinks they get up to. The next one I did end up reading on audio, and it is Restore Me by J.L. Seegars. This one is about Sloane and Dominic. So Dominic and Sloane know each other. Dominic is Sloane's late husband's best friend. And so she has always believed that he has hated her and they have not gotten along in the years that her husband was alive. And it has continued since his death as well. And so she thinks that he hates her. And they do end up having to work on a project together. So there is some forced proximity that they do have to endure. So overall, I did end up giving this one a 4-star. At times, this book was emotional, but overall, I enjoyed the chemistry between the 2 main characters. There are some steamy scenes in it. I listened to this on audio, like I said, and in the middle, you could definitely feel the length of the book. So I definitely think that maybe if it was a little bit shorter or pared down, I would have, liked it more, but I could definitely feel that slug in the middle, even though I was listening to it on audio. So that's why I ended up giving it a 4-star. I will say that some of the tropes within this are obviously the enemies to lovers. It is a forbidden romance because she still keeps in contact with her late husband's family. And so she's worried about what they might think if she starts something with Dominic. It does also have, obviously, love after loss. And I will also say that there is an aspect of pining in this one. Overall, it was a sweet, steamy romance. So the next one I have is The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. I do have it physically, but I did end up reading it on audio simply because I wanted to prioritize some other books that I was reading this month. So this one is about Alicia. Her life seems perfect. That is up until she ends up shooting her husband and then completely stops speaking. So years later, Theo is a psychotherapist and he is coming to where she, the mental institution that Alicia is at. And he comes to work at that hospital to try and get her to talk and figure out why she did it. He almost becomes obsessed with it. And I will say that this one was definitely an intriguing plot. I did end up figuring out one of the twists early on, and I kind of a little bit ruined it for me. I will say that maybe it was the hype of this book on BookTube that really made me hyper aware of looking for twists and wanting to know what was happening because everybody said, oh, this twist is so excellent. And so maybe that's why, I'm not sure. Did end up giving this a 3-star. It was okay. I don't think it lived up to the BookTube hype in my opinion. The last one I read for the month of January is The Vanishing Half by Bennett. This one is a historical fiction. It spans the 1950s all the way to the 1990s. So this is about twin sisters, Desiree and Stella, that grow up in a small southern Black community, and they end up running away together at 16. Years later, they live very separate lives. One twin is going back to their small town, and the other twin is is passing for white. It does also follow their 2 daughters. One is Kennedy and the other one is Jude, and I liked seeing their perspectives as well. I think this book started off quite strong. I enjoyed Brit Bennett's writing, but I wanted more from the ending. This could have been another hype thing. This was hyped on YouTube. Everybody loved it. And it could just be something that I was expecting more from it because of that hype. So this book does discuss race. It discusses privilege. It discusses obviously passing as white. It discusses sexuality, but it doesn't delve deep into those themes, in my opinion. And I guess maybe that's more of what I wanted from it. I will definitely check out Brit Bennett's other books. I think I have The Mothers on my shelves that I still want to give a chance to. I do enjoy like books that span generations, especially when they follow like female main characters. I did end up giving this a 4-star overall. It is an excellent read. Like I said, that was just my own. I wanted more, and that could have been because more from the ending, and that could have just been because of the hype. So definitely check it out if you haven't already. So those are all the books that I read during the month of January. Let me know if you've read any of these or what you read during the month of January. I'd love to hear from you. Like and subscribe if you would like to. Bye.